April 2nd, 2020. This is issue 1011 of the Energy and Information coming through the Omega Communications portal. Lani speaking again, connecting with you wherever you are in your part of the world, in your part of the earth being construct. Oh, I call it a construct because it's like a big energy sphere itself, isn't it? Just as you are in an energy sphere. And as your energy self, your light being self, I acknowledge that aspect of you. And this is the aspect which is able to enter within the receiving space, the receiving transition area of the station of light. Are you ready to begin? Are you ready to put aside all of your thoughts and concepts of what you might expect to receive and what you might be wanting to receive? All of that is known as we connect in this state. And this is how we begin today. We connect with you, beloved. This is Orem addressing you, and I am gathering you all into a deeper state of consciousness. Because you are a conscious being, you are able to stabilize yourself in this situation, the situation being surrounding you on earth, but also stabilizing you as your energy body here in this situation where you are connecting with us. And thus, as you stabilize yourself here, we begin another session for you. We draw you deeper into a larger communication area, and the Council of Light is present, along with many of the other beings of galactic dimensional visitations to you, and already those of us who are currently stationed here within the station. So we are supporting you. The information you are getting in this current phase of your existence is that you are being prepared to come into a state of stillness, and where you come into a state which is likened to being recalibrated or reset into another configuration of energy systems. We are not speaking about energy systems currently created on the earth. We are speaking about energy systems which are inherent within you, but which are needing to be deeply connected to the energy systems through the stellar gateways and portals. And this is another dimensional energy system surrounding you all. So everything that you have begun to understand about the creations on earth are just the stepping stone. They are the trigger which initiates you to reach up higher for the true knowing, and in that way you receive the recalibration codes, the activation codes. They exist in a dimensional field all around you. But to access them and for them to be triggered, you need to also be aware that your energy system needs to be upgraded. Many of you have achieved this. Many of you are in the early stages of this activation and the initialization of you into communicating and working and existing in the higher dimensional framework. This will and does consist of dwelling spaces, of spaces where you assist in the upgrading of the civilization, where you assist in the support of each other in many ways. You all have particular potential and ways that you can activate much of the inherent knowledge within you. And the knowingness, of course, is absorbed and integrated from other life experiences, those pockets of dimensional existence which are all around you. You cannot access those until you are clear enough, which allows a resonating pattern between you and the particular dimensional existence that is available to you. So in this way, it does depend on your individual level of energy functioning. In other words, it is your individual state of consciousness. Consciousness being also measured as an energy field, and that, of course, does not inhibit you. It is there to expand you and connect you. So in this phase you are experiencing, you are coming into the reset time of change. Are you ready to understand that? Are you ready to accept different ways of living? And you are all in a preparation state. Whether that relates to the next dimension or not remains to be seen for you. The experience has been to shift your focus into one of maintaining yourself, your environment, your particular family unit or those that you are existing with, into a state of clearness. So separating yourself from others who are not ready to participate in this upliftment phase has been motivated, of course, by the current health situation. There's the overlaying and underlying and incorporation of the true purpose for you to be separated so that you align most clearly into your higher evolved aspect, that ultimate, that original state we often refer to as your point of origin existence. And that, of course, correctly receives all of the informational data that you need at this time. Take this all into you as we present the words to you, the verbalization of the concepts which are presented through this speaker, this vessel who is speaking the words. So you will be receiving it in your own way without perhaps deep analysis, because deep analysis might distract you from the true purpose of accepting the higher light frequency pattern through your highest evolved self. That's always the true pathway, the clear pathway for you. And then the information will come to you through that channel you have already, and also the assistance will come to you in this way. So do you feel, as we are addressing you in this chamber with many other beings, that you are again in your highest evolved energy self, conscious of all that is occurring, conscious of your communication occurring? Perhaps you sense you have some communication devices you are utilizing as part of this phase of interpreting different language modes and methods, and also it enhances the communication mind to mind, awareness to awareness, consciousness to consciousness, in the one field being delivered to you. The presence of the Council of Light is important for you in this way because they are also enveloping you in a greater field of energy sensing. This will be allowing you to open some aspects currently that you are utilizing as you are present here in your consciousness state. And thus, all of this will be accessible in different times and layers when you reinstate back to the physical unit existing on the planet. So to be uplifted into this state of allowing you to assimilate this energy is beneficial for you. In simple terms, you could relate it to stepping outside of a confined space into an open space where you are aware of the galaxy around you and of the light frequency that passes through different galaxies to you. It's all information. Some of this information and energy you are receiving was emitted through different areas in different galaxies at some other time, ready to be presented to you as the portals open in this current phase for you. Thus you will understand the greater evolutionary process for you. This evolutionary process was part of the fabric of creation, the concept, the matrix of creation, with everything that is available to support, uplift, expand. And as you become aware of that, then you see that you have always been part of this. It was not imposed on you. It was your choice to accept the opportunity in this current lifetime you are experiencing to participate in this, to be here, to witness it occurring, to assist the expansion into the next field of dimensional existence. And this is what this session is for you, to explain to you that you are experiencing this shift currently. And a greater part of this could have occurred before we bring you into the space again for the regular immersion into the station. That is how close it is to you. There are various degrees of the assimilation and change. So you are receiving the appropriate energy for you as an individual light being here. And thus the process will begin in the appropriate way for you. You are already prepared for this. You've been prepared for this. It's difficult to measure it in your time. But we could say, especially from the entrance into your current physical form, but of course it expands into different life phases, lifetimes you call it, different dimensional existences. This is a celebration time for you as you recognize this. You've been working toward this. You've been putting aside personal time to engage yourself in the light pattern frequency. And thus it began and is and will be for you because you have chosen this. Your light system itself, of your personal light body form, will adjust the process for you. So at this time you will also be aware that you are drawing particular energy from the Council of Light as they work with you and connect you into other galactic beings. They are always keen to present themselves to you individually in your own time process. As there is so many here, it is not possible for the speakers to come to you unless you are connected quite closely in the state, and you will receive what you need to receive from particular ones. The overriding one is the information presented from the Council of Light energy surrounding you. I bring you back now to the initial assembly area in the station of light. You are surrounded by this, and it will continue to unfold for you in this particular time for you, this amazing time. You would class it as. And of course, being directly aligned to your pure origination state, it enhances you in every way, strengthening your particular energy field processes. And it is done. I withdraw now, Orem out. Acknowledge, Orem. This is the Ulea aspect coming to you again in my role of overseeing how you integrate this, ensuring that all of the levels of you are smoothly accepting the energy and the adjustments, even in this state, with the various layers of consciousness that your light body is receiving. Now, it is for you to bring this back into your existing physical unit. As this occurs, be conscious of the shifting energy processes. It will be serving you in the way that anything that is impeding this process, limiting it, will be gently disengaged from you. There are many ways that could be happening in the process that inhibits this. And then as you merge the light body system deeply into you, you'll feel certain areas being upgraded, balanced, coming into a higher order. And as such, you may experience a sense of feeling taller. That's the energy aspect working correctly for you. It is my turn now to withdraw from you. Ulea out. Thank you. Lani again speaking to you, and momentarily I felt I was with you, all of you, just above the physical places you live in, just to gather together in a space above the limits of the earth. And now I see it all being completely brought back into you, into your body. Just as Ulea was saying, that it will be serving to clear your energy pattern and enhance it, and that gives you the sense of feeling taller. It's a wonderful time we're experiencing, and I feel filled with joy as I end this session through the Omega Communications portal. Perhaps it will be in a different way when we next come together for one of these sessions in a week's time. Perhaps it will be different. Perhaps it will be sooner or later. The gateway is open. The potential is there for the new dimensional existence of civilization. Now make sure you are fully aware of your body and the location where you're listening to this, receiving it in whatever way. Thanks for participating. I leave you with this love and light. Thank you.